Hi everybody, happy Valentine's Day. My name is Maria. So it's Monday, and Monday is Sunday or Monday, Saturday, Sunday or Monday is clean out the refrigerator, clean out the freezer, rotate, consolidate, throw out, and use up, and start again. So today I had a little bit of leftover scalloped potato that I had made in my slow cooker with that little bit of ham. And I had a little bit of spinach left that I had used for my lemon and chicken spinach soup. And I had a little bit of broccoli left that I cooked with the other day. So it all went in, and I had 3 eggs left. So there you go. That's my one big meal a day. It's got a good protein in it. It does have a slow carb with the potato. I'm trying to follow just combining a fast carb with a slow carb with a protein. That's it. A touch of non-iodized salt. I'm going to turn the heat off of this now and just put this like this so that my little sunny side up eggs are really over easy. Worlds of difference. If you have thyroid issues, and I don't know what, I'm going to make something in my slow cooker today, but I don't know what. There's this false thought out there among thyroid communities, Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism, and I mean, when people mention thyroid, right away people are like, oh, you need iodine. No. People that are hypothyroid and just hypothyroid need a little iodine. But actually, in our country, there's so much iodine in everything and hidden salt. That's probably not the problem. But if you're hyperthyroid, either from Hashimoto's going back and forth, or I like to call it the crazy carnival ride of up and down. So you're going between hypothyroid extremes. Or you've got Graves' disease and you're hyperthyroid. Or you have toxic nodules like I do and you're hyperthyroid. You need non-iodized salt. And you need to stay away from iodine. So diet is everything with thyroid. I really have noticed, I've been on Tapazole medication, but I remember Kari, thank you so much. Kari Innings Ainsworth sent me a book by Dr. Andrea Beeman, The Whole Truth About Food. And she was diagnosed hyperthyroid, and her choices were only to have her thyroid removed or have it obliterated with radiation, or stay on medicine for the rest of her life. The problem with staying on medication for the rest of your life is your thyroid never really regulates and learns how to get back on track. The medication is doing it, so it stops working, so it gets lazy and it doesn't work, so it medically compensates. Same thing with blood pressure. If you're on blood pressure medicine, I'm not telling you to get off your blood pressure medicine, but things aren't broken forever. We're going to talk about that in my next video. Nothing is broken forever. Medication that's given is not meant to be forever, and certainly not the dosages that you're on forever, because it teaches your vascular system, your thyroid, your whatever, to not do its job. Instead, you're supposed to be on thyroid medicine until you reach euthyroid, a normal level, and then manage it with diet. Same thing with insulin. You don't have to be on insulin forever if you're diabetic. Type 2, I wouldn't say that with diabetes type 1, or juvenile diabetes. I wouldn't say that. I'd say you probably do need insulin, but then the rest can be managed with diet. So I'm going to be talking about iodine and diet and thyroid stuff later. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a video where I'm going to be reading from a couple chapters. I'm going to be skipping around from Dr. Martha Stout, The Myth of Sanity, where she talks about disassociation as a functional behavior in an acute trauma and how it becomes dysfunctional long term, but the resilience of the human spirit and what people do with trauma, and how psychiatry has made, mostly the APA and now in the UK too, has made trauma a chronic disorder by just introducing post-traumatic stress and complex post-traumatic stress and even dissociative disorders and DID. There is a season and a time for everything where it becomes unmanageable physically and emotionally, and then you can get everything back on track and stabled out through diet, through lifestyle, through self-care, through changes, through making some changes. So I am going to be reading from her book, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Disassociated Kaya. I hope I'm saying your name right. I know you did a video where you were explaining. And Braided. I really have been I've been going back and looking over all your re-uploads Dissociated put back up. And I really admired that Braided sat down with Kaya and did a 4-hour Zoom answering all the drama questions that have been going on in the DID community. Because I was one of the original content creators from 2009. And my whole focus was to destigmatize, to take the stigma away, because I had lost so much with that diagnosis. And it was such a passion of mine. And I wanted to share what I had learned over 20-something years of therapy. And what I really saw was the media perpetuating the myths. So I was out there reviewing everything and then talking about the history of MP, multiple personality disorder, DID, and also all the different trauma models, tools, all of it. And then something weird happened. I started encouraging people to come out, put your face to the monitor, tell your story. We all have unique presentations. We all have unique systems. We all have different stuff to share so that people can learn, right? And not be afraid of us and not think the worst of us. And lo and behold, all of a sudden it became, pardon my language, a shit show out there. There were people on Tumblr, people on TikTok. I don't even do TikTok, but they were coming from TikTok. They were on Reddit. I don't even do Reddit. And I was here, and then Kiwi Farms, and it just, people were comparing system groups, accusing other system or other people diagnosed with DID, or identifying or self-identifying with the experience, which that's what it is, an experience, accusing them of stealing their story, of stealing their alters, stealing their alter egos because they had the same names. I'll get into that later. But I had to sit back and head in hands, wring my hands, and then head in hands wonder, you realize you are arguing with a person about their alternate reality. They're stealing your alternate reality. That, I don't even want to, that sounds like something else. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But the craziness of it, like, oh, that system has a name just like mine, and they had abuse just like mine. They stole my story. There was a lot of that going on. Or they're fakers because they know when they're going to switch or disassociate. Anyone that's been in therapy is taught to know when they're going to switch and to know when they're disassociating. So then people question what is lost time. This book, I'm just going to read a little bit, is going to explain lost time, and everybody experiences lost time different. Lost time is not complete amnesia. I want to stress that. It is a distorted memory. It is a warp in the memory. It is like a short in a fuse box in your memory. It is like me buying lettuce 2 weeks ago and opening my refrigerator and feeling like I just bought it yesterday. So this should be good. Okay, so unless you have a really good autobiographical memory and you're using a whiteboard or post-it notes, or you're a list person, or you have an autobiographical memory, people that are prone to disassociation, even on normal levels during the day, or even time racing, or then staying still, which can be in all kinds of things like borderline, like depression, like anxiety, panic disorders, schizoaffectives, all kinds of things, and just plain old anxiety, or busy days, busy nights, can experience that, and it will be chalked up as lost time. So I'm going to be talking about all of that. I'm going to be reading from her book after I partake in part of this lovely Happy Valentine's Day meal to me. And then later, I'm going to have a little mini something to do with this chocolate and figure out something to do with this. And I will talk about thyroids too. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thanks for hanging in. Take care. Bye.